Yo, what's good, guys? Firstly, I'd like to apologize for not streaming this evening, but we are here right now talking about the wonderful move by Bitcoin. My name is Tino. I'm your host. Welcome to Traders Reality. Let's have a conversation. So, the last couple of streams, we've been talking about what Bitcoin could be doing next. All right? Now, if you pay attention to a number of candlesticks that have been appearing, a lot of people were anticipating that Bitcoin was going to go short. Okay? Or should I say, the market makers were going to drop lower. What we need to understand is the importance of understanding cycles. All right? Now, let's go back. Down here is where Bitcoin had based out. All right? Showed support at around the 29,266 zone. Now we saw what we understand to be either inverted head and shoulders or a W formation. But we need more information. So we understand the market maker had built his longs at lower prices, stabilized in around the zone here. Notable volume coming in at the lows, but not allowing price to go lower. Trapping the retail trader to believe that the short is going to go live. Everyone's going to drop price. Everyone's going crazy. Bitcoin down to 26, 21, 19, 10, 50 cents. The idea of fear was installed beautifully in this area here. And it was initiated by this drop down here. Okay? But then all of a sudden, the market maker, he wants to start making some money back. Because he's been giving his money away. Because he's been buying as price has been going down. Vector candle comes in, shifts out of the zone, recovery of the red vector candles to the upside. Once we got a shift out of a zone, ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting what? A retrace back to the 50 EMA. Now this is the 15-minute time frame, sorry. Look at the 1 hour. We have not had one single retrace back to the 50. Now, I always wait for the retrace back to the 50 because when a retrace happens to the 50 and bounces away from it, you've got solid conviction that the peak formation at the lows has been set. All right? So they're not favoring this vector candle just yet. Where was the retrace to the 50 EMA? Non-existent until today. But what happened? We had 3 pins to the low. Now, if you go back to last night's stream, we were talking about Bitcoin needing to come back to the projection zone. This area here. Go and pull that stream up, guys. Spent a lot of time talking about how Bitcoin needed to come back down to this zone. And they did just that. Look at this wick. Came smack back down to the center of these 2 green vector candles, which when you look on the 1 hour time frame, you have yourself a beautiful recovery right there. Look where price ended. 50% of the vector candle has been achieved. Look at the wick. Brought price back down. Fulfilled the obligation of orders that they had previously built, because that is where they started to get busy and turn the vector candle to green. 3 pins to the low. 50 EMA confirmed. Shifting out of the zone. Rise level 1. Now, here's our next projection point. But first, Bitcoin needs to actually break above the 800 EMA. Now, is this move, is the catalyst of this move purely because Elon says that he still holds Bitcoin and so does SpaceX? What's causing this move? Is it the fact that it's the weekend? Low volume, high volatility? Whatever it means, price is going up. Okay. Now, another thing that we need to take into consideration. Look at the endpoint. The mid pivot. Confirmed once, twice, shift out the zone. All right. Look at the half number. What I'm doing is collating all of the confluences, guys. Because the idea is to get all these confluences that are in this chart and then effectively see if you can replicate them in the future. Why? Because human behavior doesn't change. The market makers have to apply repeatable patterns. Our goal is to find out when, and we have to understand how they develop into a repeatable pattern, because that's the key. All right, let's have a look at the RSI. Outside the volatility band, outside the volatility band, back inside, above the market signal, through to the market base, testing the next volatility band. Yesterday's stream, we spoke about the TDI. They had not expanded. They were contracting. There was nothing happening. Look how flat they are. Now they're starting to expand. Look at the lower volatility band. Now look at the higher volatility band. Expanding upwards. All right. M2 pivot equals M4 projection. M3 confirmation. M5 projection. 800 EMA. Next projection point. Right there. All right. That's Bitcoin for you. Ethereum. Beautiful. Breaking away from the 800 EMA. She's recovered her previous pool of liquidity right there. She's about to take another pool of liquidity, or she has done already. Let's get it across. There's the next pool of liquidity for Ethereum. M2 confirmed. Shift out of the zone. M4 projection. Now, the next thing is this. It's the weekend. So they may be shifting out of the zone, confirming level 1, coming away from that zone. All right? They're probably going to start stabilizing now. When they stabilize, the weekend is going to determine exactly what their intentions are. They may just hold price in and around this zone, and then when the next week starts, on Monday, we might see a false move to the downside or to the upside to continue towards level 3. They may continue to keep rising price, and then we may see ourselves a M formation at the highs. All right. That M formation may start on the Wednesday, bring price all the way back down to test the 800 EMA, the 50 EMA, but ideally I want to see the 200 EMA crossing upwards as well. But what we really want is the 50 to cross over the 800. We need the 800 EMA to cross down through the 50 and the 200 to establish the trend to the upside. But there's no cigars just yet. All right. Bitcoin has a lot of work. Ethereum has a lot of work to do before we can deem it to be a bullish cycle as such. All right. We've got another pool of liquidity right here, which is the M5 projection zone. All right. And then we've got more up here as well. And we've got a bag of liquidity up here. So there's money for the market makers to take, but the cycles that we're going to visit, okay, are going to show rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. We will see this pattern repeat itself whilst it's making this move to the upside and taking what we understand to be pools of liquidity. All right. So this move is quite aggressive. It's coming out of the rise level 1. Peak formation is locked. So we are now favoring higher prices. If we look on the higher time frame itself, you can see that we are looking like coming out of a bigger W formation. Look at that. Now we really need to see price come up to this zone here to confirm that this is a big W that is going to show strength to the upside. This is going to be a monster move to the upside if and only if it continues further. All right. Look at all the money that they can take back. All the guys that have been going short. It's so funny how everyone was going short. And now the move is happening back to the upside, which is why I say to you, there's no loyalty in the game of crypto or trading. 1 minute people are feeling bearish. The next minute they're feeling bullish. All right. And what's crazy is the people that spend the most amount of time focusing on the bearish behavior, they instantaneously turn to bullish when they see price making moves like that, because they don't want to be seen as the guys who are talking negatively about the cycle. All right. Again, guys, please forgive me for not streaming this evening, guys. Got a lot of work to do. All right. And it's all for the favor of you guys, just to make sure that you get the right information, creating a new playlist which is going to condense all of the topics that I discuss in the stream. So anybody that's new and anybody existing in the channel itself has a place that they can go to so that they can just review everything and just, you know, pin down any concepts that I discuss. For example, vector candles, pools of liquidity, TDI, market makers. You get the idea. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. Okay, links are all in the description if you want to head over to the Discord and meet the family over there. Other than that, guys, go and have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And remember, the weekend is low liquidity, high volatility. Don't get caught up. The hunt begins next week. Use the weekend to chill. Use the weekend to recover what you've done. Go over anything that you've studied regarding this hybrid system. All right? Mad love and respect to all of you guys. Stay safe. Peace.